I'm Kathy, the Adult Services Librarian at the Waynesville branch of the Haywood County Public Library System. And today I would like to show you how to make menthol shower bombs. This is great for people that don't take baths but still want to take advantage of like the bath bombs that are so popular. This sits flat on the bottom of the shower and releases menthol, eucalyptus, peppermint into the air so that it can help clean out your sinuses. So these are real easy and fun to make. You can give them away or just make a batch for yourself. Keep them in the fridge or the freezer until you're ready to use them. The recipe that I will post on the library's web page makes 10 of this size right here. And today I'm just going to make 5, so I'm going to cut the recipe in half. What you're going to need is cornstarch, baking soda, citric acid, menthol crystals, and eucalyptus oil, and a little bit of a fat. It doesn't have to be coconut oil. That's what I'm using today, but you could use any other oil. And you don't have to worry about it being a problem for your drain because it's such a small amount in each one that you won't have to worry about that. So this recipe would normally be a cup of baking soda. I'm going to do a half a cup. And then the cornstarch, it's usually a quarter of a cup, so I've got 1/8 of a cup here. So you're just going to put all this in a bowl. And so I'm going to do a half a cup of baking soda. And the most expensive ingredient for this that you're going to need is going to be either the citric acid or the eucalyptus oil. And the menthol crystals, they're not very expensive. You buy a bag about this size on Amazon, and it doesn't take very much for the recipe. So there's our cornstarch and our baking soda. Citric acid, which you can find at Walmart. I bought this big bag from Amazon, but they have much smaller quantities at Walmart. So we're going to do a quarter cup of citric acid. And then we want to add the menthol crystals. This is a product that I was not familiar with before I made these, so it's kind of fun to learn about a new product, but it's actually little crystals, and boy, does that, that smells strong. That's menthol. All right. 1 tablespoon of coconut oil that I've already melted. And let's see what else. About 1/3 of a teaspoon of eucalyptus oil. So I'm just going to eyeball it because, you know, it doesn't have to be exact. In fact, if it's not minty enough for you, you just add more of the essential oil. Let's make sure that's everything. Okay, so that's everything that we need. I am going to use gloves to mix this up because if you don't, it doesn't hurt your hands at all, but it'll hurt your eye if you scratch your eye later and forget about it, and it takes a while for it to wear off. So I just think it's a good idea to wear the gloves. So I'm just going to mix it up here, and in a moment we'll do a close-up to show you the texture because it is important that you get the texture right. Otherwise, they will not firm up properly and hold together in the muffin tin. And these are just paper, I forgot to mention this, paper muffin cups. There's lots of different ways that you can make them to form them online. I've seen people use silicone molds and stuff like that, but I prefer this because you can put this whole thing in your shower, and then after this dissolves a little bit, if you don't want the whole thing going down the drain, it does capture some of it. If you want to put it on the bottom of your shower, the paper is real easy to peel off. So it's a little bit like wet sand now, which is what you want. And then I'm just going to spray a little bit of witch hazel. I know people do spray water on. I've always used witch hazel, so that's what I'm going to recommend that you do. Use it sparingly. You don't want it to start fizzing because that action is going to keep them from getting real solid and firm. So you just want it enough to make it stick together, kind of like wet sand. So we're almost there. This is the texture you're going for right here. Once you get it to that texture, it's ready to put into your muffin tins. So this makes 5. I'm just going to kind of eyeball. It doesn't have to be exact. I'll show you in a minute how you want to press it down. That's another good thing about using this as opposed to a silicone mold. This is really firm and easy to press down and get it super compressed, which is what you want. It's kind of hard to do that in a silicone mold that gives every time you press down. So I've just found, and I've done these several different ways, I've really just found that this is the best way to do it. And most of us have the muffin papers and the tins at home, so you don't have to go out and buy a silicone mold. And then you just go around the outside and the inside, just really press it down firmly. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you can make these colored if you'd like, but with some food coloring, but I don't like to do that because then you've got that dye on the bottom of your shower. Same with bath bombs. I don't like having that dye in the tub. Just one more thing to clean up. So I think they look nice white. You could stack a bunch of these together in a pretty holiday bag and tie a ribbon around it and make a little instruction card of how to use them. I think it'd be a nice gift. They smell really great. You could do peppermint oil if you prefer over the eucalyptus. So you can see, and I'm going to pull one out so you can see how I've pressed it down. And in the muffin tin, you can really press it firmly. So I've got it pressed down all around the middle and the edges. Just keep doing that. I just go around one more time. If you want it to be really, really level on the top and not have any fingerprints in it, you can get the bottom of a little juice glass and press it down, and that will make it super level and look really nice and tidy. And that's it. So you let these sit overnight, and in the morning, this is the texture that you'll have. You can pull this away and sit this in the bottom of your shower just like that. Or you could do it in the paper. Like I said, it will catch some of it that way, and some people like to do that, a little bit less to clean up. But really, it's a breeze to clean up. You just let the shower hit it directly, and it'll wash it down the drain. When you're enjoying the vapors from this, you don't want the water to hit it spot on, like directly, because then it will dissolve too quickly. So just move it around in your shower so the water's just barely hitting it. And that's it. It's really cheap and easy to make these, and this is a great gift for someone who doesn't take baths but would like to take advantage of these little vaporizing bath bombs. But you know, they're flat, and so they sit real nice in the bottom of the shower, and I think they're a lot of fun, easy to make. So if you would like the written instructions, just check out the library's website. And if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to email me, and thanks for watching. And if this craft has got you interested in making some of your own spa items like soaps, lotions, and moisturizers, take a look at these 3 books. One is Soap, Shampoos, and Other Suds, Handmade Spa, which is all natural treatments. And the last one is Make Your Own Soaps, Lotions, and Moisturizers. Take a look at these books and check them out.